Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Python Cohort Demo Day 2. We are going live a little bit early to get everyone settled. While we wait, please let's drop our names and where we are joining from. And we should also share the live link with anyone who would love to see what the students have built. We will officially kick off in a couple of minutes. Thanks for joining. All right, welcome back. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Cohort 2 Demo Day. My name is Jesu Tomini, and I'll be your host for today. With me is my co-moderator, Leojit, who will be managing the chat and helping with the timing. Before we begin, here is what we need from you. Like this video, comment to support our students, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream with your network. Let's do that in the next 2 minutes. We'll officially resume. Thank you. We are back. While doing that, we also like for you to join our Telegram community by scanning the code. And after scanning the code, you click on join the community and it will take you to the website where you are going to join the Telegram channel. Let's do that in the next 1 minute and we will go to the business of the day. For those who are new here, let me tell you about who we are. Analytic Sage, we are an innovative edutech platform aimed at breaking down the complexities of Web3 and blockchain data analysis. Our platform is designed for both beginners and seasoned professionals, providing a comprehensive and engaging learning experience that It bridges the gap between theoretical principles and practical application through a range of workshops, cohorts, and mentorship programs. We have developed a network of over 700 plus skilled analysts. We provide hands-on learning in SQL and Python for on-chain analytics using top tools and APIs like Dune Analytics, SoulScan, Helios, Envio Indexer, and CoinGecko. This is our mission and vision. Our mission is to provide comprehensive cutting-edge education in blockchain analytics that caters to a diverse audience, from beginners to seasoned professionals. And our vision is to become the number one global blockchain analytics platform. In Analytic Sage, our tagline is where intelligence is greater than hypes. Now to what we offer. We offer SQL for blockchain analytics. That is, you want to learn query wallets, transaction and protocols. No experience is needed. And we deal with live cohort-based learning. We also offer Python for data analytics, move from queries to automation, build decentralized apps, integrate AIs, and also write portfolio-driven projects. Cohort 8 kicked off on May, that is for the SQL blockchain analysis. Cohort 8 have started May 11th, and our students are already learning SQL joins and aggregation. Over to you, Leojit, to read the testimonials.
Okay, hi, I'm the co-moderator and I will be doing the testimonials. So what in Analytic Sages, we don't just teach, we transform. So in the Analytic Sages, there is one of our students. So he just said this, and he'll be also one of our hosts today. So he said that the Python for Data Analytics course was equally enriching, and he learned advanced skills in blockchain data analytics and web development, data engineering, and data science. He applied these skills to decode blockchain data and create API, and he landed a gigs even before completing the course. That is a very big advantage for joining Analytic Sages. And he said he loved building and putting himself out there, and Analytic Sages provided the perfect environment for that. So his one of the wins include a public shout out from the Protocol Guild. You know, Guild is one of the very big organization in blockchain space, and so he got a shout out from Protocol Guild for optimizing their June dashboard, and a testament to the trust and recognition from a team doing important work for Ethereum core contributor. So he didn't just stop at optimization. So he's a real result from a real student. So he will also be one of our judges. And he also said he built an automated data pipeline that kept everything synced and consistently up to the data. Consistent behind the scenes building get noticed, and he said, I'm grateful for the opportunity to contribute. I have had the honor of being featured on June Digest episode 17. He received a shout out from June All Hands and got a rare merch from June team, especially delivered all the way from US, and that's a win worth celebrating. I've also recognized as one of the top analysts on Plasma and Ronin blockchain, and to top of it, I received an endorsement from Z-Horse Ron. He's one of the co-founder of Ronin Network and XC Infinity. That is huge validation of the work. Congrats, Joshua, and yeah, next. So he said he also recently completed the machine learning engineering program, still organized by Analytic Sages, which enabled him to build impressive projects like running ecosystem tracker and Solana Games Analytics. So one of the project even offered a $6,000 buyout, guys, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. And he said he also got many other projects and win from the work. And today he said, "I am proud to say I am among," and this you just skip one slide. So he said, "I am proud and I am among the top performer in blockchain data analytics, data engineering, ML engineering, and full stack data development. So the community and founder have been instrumental in my journey, providing not just technical training, but mentorship that helped me flourish." So he's one of our real example, guys. So we can move on to the next page. So he said, "I'm really excited for 2026, a year I anticipated will be prosperous and fulfilled with massive growth and achievement. On average, I have earned significant income from the skills and opportunities that have been plentiful. I'm eager to continue building, growing. If you are looking to scale your career in data analytics and actually apply what you have learned to land opportunities, I can recommend Analytic Sages enough the skills, the mentorship, and community to have been transformative for me, and they can be for you too, guys. This is not just made up thing. This is one of the real example from Joshua, and he will be one of the judges for today. So you can also meet him today, guys. And also one of our student, he also said he has successfully completed blockchain data analytics program SQL, and he got a job, and he shared something on you can read. He completed in the last December 2025, and he completed the blockchain data analytics SQL program provided by the Analytic Sages, and he said it is absolutely worth it, guys. These are real examples from our real students, and yeah, I hope you guys get it. So now let's come to the judges. So thank you all for being here, and your feedback meant to the world, to our students. So I would like to welcome our judges. Nathan Bendy, he's our first judge, and he's the co-founder of and CEO of Bond on Credit. And I would like to welcome, and please give a shout out for Nathan Bendy. Nathan Bendy, if you are here, you can speak, say hello to everyone.
Hello, thank you so much for the introduction. Really, really happy to be here. I think data is going to be, or is, if not, is the most important fundament of the new AI and agent emerging economy. And so it's great to see all the work Analytic Sages is doing here. Happy to be one of the judges. Thank you.
Thank you for coming back. Thank you for joining our live stream. Our second judge will be Brandon. He is a multiple award-winning X402 developer. He's the co-founder of HTTP. I think Brendan is not here for now. I think he will come back, come join after a few minutes. So our next judge will be Joshua. He's a data expert, June wizard, and a full stack developer. We talked about him earlier. He's our final judge. He's our third judge. So sort of for Joshua, sort of for Brendan, sort of for Nathan Bendy. Thank you for joining us today. I think we can start with our presentation.
Okay, thank you, Leojit, for introducing the judges. Now to the students' presentation. Our first student is Chinyere Ofara. He will be talking on AI-powered DeFi Risk Monitor. Chinyere, if you're on the call, please say hi.
Hi everyone, good evening.
Are you ready for your presentation?
Yes, I am.
The floor is yours. You have 3 minutes to present.
Hi. Good evening everyone. Can you hear me? Please, can you see
Yes,
my screen now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
My name is Chinyere Flora and I am part of the students from Cohort 2 Python program, and after my 8 weeks of training, today I'm about to present the work I've done so far. So my project is on AI DeFi Monitor. And as you can see from my screen, this is a project I built to help newbies in the Web3 space to identify risk within the DeFi protocol. And this is what my home looks like. I have active threat and anomaly dashboard, which will help people to identify life incidents, feeds, severity metrics, protocol breakdown according to their anomaly distribution. And then here is news updates on DeFi. Also, we have the baseline and traffic metrics, contextual investigation tools, system health, trust actions. And then to my dashboard, you see protocol rankings. You can decide to rank according to revenue or total value locked or the real yield. For example, if I choose total value locked, uh, you see that the information has changed and it will give you the protocol, the revenue, the emissions, the total value, the score, according to all that I have allowed you to check. Protocol.
Hi, Chineri. We cannot see your screen. Can you please check whether you are actually showing your screen? Yeah, we can see your screen. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. The analytics, I go to the analytics table. Sorry, my internet is so on the analytics table. You see the price change distribution, top movers of the market, Dex intelligence, I tracked 8 Dex, tracked it's 8 pairs, and the market value, the real-time Dex swap analysis. And then I go to whale tracking. And here I try to analyze dormant wallets that suddenly started making huge transactions. And then I also have the liquidity pool, the dumpings, and the flash loan arbitrage. And then to smart money, I try to analyze massive deposits and withdrawal deltas. Moving down to alerts. I'm sorry, because of the limited time I have, I can't go through all the things I have. So I analyzed smart contract vulnerabilities, and here I have 240 pools that I tracked. And out of these 240, we have like 18 high risk pools. And the total DEX volume is what we can see on the screen. And smart contract risk, I try to analyze it, but within the 24-hour volume. And here I also have my settings. I try to make it something that users can sign in, upload their IDs and all. And also we try to have a reward system for our users. We have a reward system, referrals. If you refer our app or refer your friends to use our app, you get some referrals and deposit and all. So thank you very much. I will wait for your questions. Maybe your questions would make me to go deep into the work I've done so far. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chiri, for the presentation. Mr. Nathan, do you have any questions for her?
Sorry.
Do you have any questions for her?
Yeah, I'd love to understand what is the core customer that you're aiming to provide this data for.
The customers that I'm aiming to provide these services for are newbies in the Web3 who are trying to avert risk at the barest minimum. So I'm trying to give them different risk updates and measures that they can look out for in the market before making decisions.
Yeah, sounds really good. Sounds really good. And were you able to validate that new users in the industry need risk as well, or is this just an intuition that you're having and then you're going to validate it later?
I think her network is off. When she comes back, she'll answer her question. Thank you very much, sir. So over to the next student. We have Joseph Oko, who will be presenting on on-chain prediction market hedge analyzer. Joseph, are you ready?
Yes, I am. Good evening, guys.
You can
Hear
start
me, please.
presenting. You have 3 minutes.
All right. Good evening. My name is Joseph Okpo, and I was part of the cohort 2 of the Python class for blockchain analytics and data engineering. So my project was to create a mispriced odds detector for prediction markets, and I used Poly Markets as my case study for the project here. So what I did was, let me share my screen, please.
Oh yeah, you can see the screen. Yeah, I was talking about it.
Can you see my screen, please?
Yeah, we can see your screen. You can see your screen.
All right, this is a very simple app that I have here. I have two phases, two main features in the app here. One is the mispriced markets. What it does, if we open this now, it detects markets that the odds don't really match the situation, the real world situation, because as we know, many people when they are betting on odds, they bet based on how they feel, based on emotions, maybe because they are biased to one option. But I used an LLM, a large language model, to get the data, the real world data, and I asked the LLM to predict what it thinks should be the correct odd. And from here, we can see what I provide here is the question for the particular market, and I provide the description here, as you can see here. Then I provide the signal. Here it says it's overpriced by this amount. And if you're familiar with prediction markets, you will know that this difference is huge. This 0.385 is actually huge. And it suggests what you think the user should do: sell yes or buy no. So if you're holding the yes share, you should sell it before others catch up. Or if you don't have no, buy no before it begins to climb in price. I also provide users with volume and liquidity because no one wants to buy a share and be stuck with it. You need to know how much liquidity that market has and how much volume it has so that you can know how easily you can enter and exit. I also provide the end dates. This is to help users in case they are not ready to buy at the moment or make a decision at the moment. They know that they have a deadline and they know when the deadline is. So for the second feature, there's a whale signal. What this does is simple. You provide a particular market, you provide a link to a particular event, and what it does is it finds out how much. I set a threshold in the back end. In the back end, what this does, it finds out how many whales, how many people, or how many addresses are holding the tokens for this market for that particular threshold that I set in the back end. That's how we identify whales. As we know in crypto, whales always have information that regular people may not have. So identifying what whales are buying into is your edge to acting like a whale. So for
Yeah,
here,
30 seconds.
I'm going to paste this particular link here to a market and analyze. So here, whale signal detected. The market this is the token ID for the market, and the outcome for that market is yes. This is the token ID for the yes market. It tells you that 20 whales are buying yes. You have 20 whales holding yes. And if we go down to the no, we have only one whale. So this should be very clear to whoever is using this that there's 20 whales buying yes and only one buying no. So you should know what decision you have to make. So that's it. This is a very simple UI that I provided here so that users don't. I try to reduce the complexity of everything if it's not needed, so users don't have to get confused on where to click or have to do a lot of things. But in future iterations, I know I will add some better features. There are some features I have planned for future iterations. Thank you very much for listening to me, and that was my project.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Mr. Nathan, I don't know if you have any question to ask.
Yeah, so the question that I have is, what are the different prediction markets that you're connected to right now?
All right, I'm currently only using Polymarket because their API they are very generous with their API and the rate limits and everything. So I used only Polymarket for now, but I have plans to integrate with Cowshy later on.
Very, very cool. And have you been able to do any internal pilots with money? And like, what's the current success rate?
Okay, no, I haven't tested it personally yet. What I plan to do is to create a database where I store previous predictions. Then when the event resolves, I then sort of cross-check it and check which of them came true and also see the percentage of outcomes that were actually correct from the AI. But recently, since the project hasn't been up for a long time, and I haven't had the length of time to actually see a market resolve yet. So with time, I think I will add that and also monitor for the percentage success rate.
That's great. Yeah, it's gonna take some skin in the game for you to really get this off the ground, even if it's something small like $50 to $100 that you put into your system, so that you can show to others that you trust it with your own money, and therefore they'll be more likely to trust it with their money, and you can start getting more of a community and potential liquidity providers for the financial product that you're building. But it's a very good start, and I definitely think that AI agents and prediction markets has a strong overlap. Looking forward to seeing the progress.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joseph, for your presentation. The next student to present is Nathaniel Adediran. Nathaniel Adediran is going to be presenting on Smart Contract Risk Scoring API. Nathaniel, are you ready?
Yeah, good afternoon. Good evening, everyone.
Okay.
I'm ready.
You have 3 minutes to present.
All right. My name is Nathaniel Adediro, and I'll be presenting on PrivaScan, a smart contract risk analyzer that analyze EVM privacy protocol. And here is my dashboard. We all understand that privacy takes away people knowing what you are doing, but most of them always have a risk which they don't tell you. And this is the job of the tool I built, and here is how it is used. The protocol have to track, which is the curated track that contains currently 14 EVM protocols scored across all their deployed blockchain, with some having 5 contracts and their score and grade, and they are scored based on 6 categories, which includes um, their code, auditing, compliance, and all. And when we click on each protocol, it shows their score. If you click on each contract, it will show it will scan and show how we derive at each score with the sub-score, the code risk of having 30 ownership for this particular contract, liquidity, audit, compliance, and governance. Also, it shows if it's verified, which it's verified on our side, and what the total value logged for these. You can see there's a code finding here that there is no it has an upgrade no time lock, which can which can say that the contract is upgradable, but the upgrade part has no time lock. So it shows then the ownership flag. It's flagged that there's ownership renounced and upgradable, no time lock. Yeah. So also users can add their protocol. They can request for protocol addition, in which they just have to fill in all the details and they submit it for review. And once it is reviewed by the previous scan team, it will be added to the tool. And also we have the API, which means instead of even coming to the private scan web page, you can actually use you can call the data out in API and use it anywhere you are using it. Also, it has a bot, the private scan bots. It has a bot. I'm trying to share the bot screen. It has a private scan bot. where you'll be able to use everything in the bot. You can set watch lists, you can scan the contracts in the bot instead of coming to the web page. You can set a watch list that if this particular contract reach this particular level, let me know. If there's a risk, if this particular risk level, let me know, and I'll be able to move my money out of this privacy protocol. Yes. Thank you. That's what private scan does.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel. Over to you, Mr. Nathan.
Hey, could you scroll down a little bit, please? Could you just scroll down a little bit? So you're scoring how well the technologies preserve privacy.
Sorry, I can't catch you.
I said you're scoring how well these protocols preserve privacy.
Yes.
Great. And what are the main metrics that you look at?
I'm looking at the code, the audit code, and then if there is a ZK verify bypass and upgrade without time lock, and also um looking at the ownership structure, the liquidity depth, the audit coverage, regulatory compliance, and then the governance maturity. But the major look is the code quality, which it was static analyzer, Slater static analyzer is used to analyze the code.
Hmm. Yeah, because this is basically for builders that want to decide which privacy solution to use.
Yes, yes.
Okay, it's definitely interesting. I think one of the other things that you could do is maybe look at the different categories of privacy solutions as well. So split it, whether it's a trusted execution environment, fully homomorphic encryption. I didn't see that was done.
Yes, there's plan to go more deeper in the V2 after this demo presentation. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's like important to categorize the different types because that will help you to understand the different risks as well, right?
All right, sir.
Otherwise, it's really, really important information that you're building here, especially for the next generation of blockchain applications, which will need privacy integrated at protocol level. So, great work.
What is it, sir?
I said you're building some important infrastructure as privacy will be needed and embedded into the protocol level for the next generation of blockchains. So you're doing some great work.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate the feedback.
No worries.
Okay, the next student to present is Emmanuel Ifeanyi. Emmanuel Ifeanyi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, yeah, you have 3 minutes to present. You can
All right,
start.
please, can you see my screen? Yeah, can you confirm if you can see my screen, please?
No, we don't see your screen.
No.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay. Can you see my screen? Okay, good evening, everyone.
We cannot see your screen again. It's off.
Is it up now?
It's off. We cannot see the screen.
Oh, shit.
Can we come back to your presentation later?
Okay.
You can check your system, and we will continue with next student.
Adedayo, you are up next.
Yeah.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Please let me know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. All right. Please 1 minute. I'm trying to share my screen. All right. So my name is Adewi Dayo, and I'm opportunity to be one of the students in Analytic Sage. So over the 8 weeks class training. So and after the class building and learning, I was able to work on. I was opportunity to work on the project called titled DeFi Sustainability Dashboard. All right. So apologies, I ran into a bug, so my backend is stopped working actually. So today I'm currently working on it at the moment, but with this little front end, I'll be able to explain and also tell you the bottom line of my project. So it's called DeFi Sustainability Dashboard, and what it means is that our goal is to be on the safer side for investors. You know, when you want to invest, you need to know the right protocols to invest in. Right, we need to, it helps to know the protocols making profit, the safe protocols to invest in. Right, like this is the dashboard. Right, so here we have, you can search for any protocol of your choice that you want to invest in. Here in the backend we have 18 protocols, right, in the backend, and here it shows the daily revenue of the protocol, right, and also the daily emission here, and so here this no data mark make sure the backend is running. So there would be a graph here that run and shows how the protocol is moving and all of that. So from the daily revenue and also the daily emission of every details about each protocols, right? So this button, right, is going to show every of the protocols we have. So as I speak, at the back end we have 18 protocols, and also here is to compare the protocols, right? So you can always pick like 4 protocols here. So the front end, the back end is going to load and also bring out the information in details. All right, so you are going to get detailed comparison about sustainability score of each protocol. You are going to get the daily revenue of each protocol, the daily emission, the real yield per day, emission ratio, TVL, the total value locked.
30 seconds
The
remaining.
Can you say? I can hear you.
Yeah, I can see 30. You have 30 seconds.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, you're going to see the TVL, the total value locked for over the past 7 days. So from here, you know if the protocol is being profitable or not, because so many protocols are there outside there. They are just giving out free tokens just to cover up their lapses, right? So a lot of protocols are not making profit. They are not in gain, right? So this platform is basically for investors to know where to jump in, which protocol to invest in, and also so from here on this alert button, you can easily get alert of each protocol in your Telegram, right? It was working. All of this stuff was working earlier, but the box was so much, I couldn't finish it up before the presentation. So apologies about that. So you get information in your Telegram. Okay, maybe you want to invest in Radium or Uniswap. The Telegram has a command, right? You can prompt the command, and it's going to show you the profit, if the protocol is being profitable or not, and also the emissions, right, the TVL, every details you need to know. And also it's going to give you so many signs of critical, if it's free and safe to invest in, right? So, and we have numbers from
Thank you,
100.
Dayo. The time is up.
All right, thank you.
Over to you, Mr. Nathan.
Hello. Great presentation, and yeah, sustainability is very, very important because that helps determine what the yield you'll get at the end of the day. A lot of DeFi protocols provide you with yield, but it's split between USD yield and then their token. So this will help a lot of people to structure their accounting a lot more clearly. The name is pretty interesting. There is also already another DeFi scan, just to let you know. So might need to change that. But I think one of the main things is looking at whether you've included the yield split as well. I didn't see where that was, like, or is this something that you're going to be working on later?
Yeah, I can get, yes, of course. I'm still going to work on all of these things. In the next few days, it's going to be up, the data and
Yeah,
the information, and also the many features like alerts, and also probably getting email updates. Probably if you don't want Telegram, you can receive email if you want. So there are still some more features that it's going to be updated in a few more days.
yeah. And who's the main customer of this?
Who's what?
Who's the ideal customer?
So yeah, ideal customers are basically investors, and also are for probably content creators or researchers that really want to learn about protocols and see what exactly is coming out from each protocols, probably daily, weekly, or monthly. So, but we are so much focused on investors, so that so they will be at the safer side.
Okay, and what type of investors are you talking about more specifically for this one?
Yeah, so what we are talking, okay, it's, the protocols you might want to probably invest on each protocols, or you might want to put your funds or buy the token. Just maybe you are interested in any of the protocols.
So yeah, so DeFi native investors.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's definitely something that's going to be needed if you can provide a data that splits the real yield from the tokens, and this is going to be something that a lot of DeFi researchers and investors are going to want. So yeah, it's a really, really good edge, and looking forward to seeing this develop.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dayo, for your presentation. Up next, we have Nelson. Nelson, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please, you have just 3 minutes.
Sure. Let me share my screen and start. All right, please confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see
Yes,
your
we
screen.
can see it.
All right, so good evening, everyone. My name is Nelson. All right. So I participated in Python Cohort 2 with Analytic Sages. So after 8 weeks of intensive learning, I built a project called Smart Money Engine, which I'm here to present. So basically, what this project does is it tracks way wallets or on-chain activities, any activities that is happening on chain, and be able to like deliver it on the dashboard here so that people can be able to see what is see signal of what is happening. It will also deliver it on Telegram, so and be able to like make investment decision. Maybe know which coin is moving, which coin that people are buying, and all those kind of things. So as you can see here, this is a signal feed. So this place generates a signal, like total of signals, active clusters, chain detected, and high conviction. So it's rated by percentage according to the token or coin that people are accumulating. And anyone that is going down, it will also like display it on the dashboard. The same way, it will also send these signals to the Telegram bots. Then it also has like this wallet explorer. So this also like rates wallet by percentage based on what people are doing on chain. So it shows you which wallet is accumulating what in the market. So we'll be able to like see everything that is happening. And it can also like display like clusters position also in the market. Maybe people are buying a particular coin, it will be able to like display it based on if that wallet is part of the wallet that I'm tracking. Then it also like displays
30 seconds remaining.
yeah, top movers in the market. So if like any coin that is trending is going to display it. So it has like some feature. You can also like filter it by chain and see which conviction, whether it is high conviction or medium conviction. So generally, this product is can generate trade signals, investment decision, and it's made for people who are ready to invest on chain, people who are maybe traders who are ready to trade and make money on chain. So that is basically my presentation.
Over to you, Mr. Nathan.
Hey,
So this is the Telegram bot. Like you can see, it's delivering all the signals here, and it's connected to the app as well.
hello. Yeah, thank you for this. This is like some really great work, and the UI is it's quite good. It seems quite easy to navigate around. So good work there. And I think this is going to be one of the main things that investors are looking for, right? They're looking for which tokens are actually going to end up surviving, because a lot of the tokens are going to die. So there's a strong market, and if you're able to market it well, this could have some really strong traction. What was the idea behind creating this dashboard?
Okay, so my idea behind creating this dashboard, like a lot of persons want to participate in crypto investments, but most times they are struggling with where to start, maybe which token to buy, or who is buying what. So the idea is to be able to like track the activities that is happening on chain, which I'm still like it's a work in progress because this is just like the V1 of it. So right now it tracks 5 blockchain of Ethereum, Base, Solana, BNB, and Arbitrum. So with a threshold of if people are making transaction from $50,000 and above, it's going to display it. So that is the idea behind it.
Yeah, really good work. I don't have too much to add. Obviously, uh, I'm sure you already know Nansen, right?
Yeah,
So it take this is good to understand like data structuring and what users want, but you'll need to also understand what your edge is in the market as well. Like what makes you different from Nansen.
all right. Thank you, sir.
No worries.
Thank you, Nelson, for the presentation. Up next, we have Victory. Victory, are you there?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Please,
Please, we
can you
have
hear me?
3 minutes.
Oh, okay. I'll be sharing my screen now. Um, so can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Wadiki Victory, part of Python Cohort 2, organized by Analytic Sage. And at the end of our 8 weeks training, I was assigned to build a reward assets, transparency, and risks dashboard. The goal of the dashboard, my main users actually are DeFi investors that are interested in real world assets. And my use case was the Centrifuge app. So Centrifuge has like 4 pools, and I was meant to track those 4 pools and display a dashboard that a DeFi investor can just come and look at and be able to point out, be able to get the collateral health and risk signal of each pool. Actually, I faced a lot of bugs while trying to build at my front end, and I don't plan on dumping this project because I'm still going to push it further. But this is basically what I have for now. The overview is not working because I it has a mock data. It was always falling back to the mock data I used at my back end, and I didn't want that to. I don't want my dashboard to always be displaying mock data instead of a live data. So that's why I ran into the plenty bugs that I have. But basically, the dashboard is meant to let my users know that okay, for this particular token, the jar, this is the APY it has, this is the current price, and this is the collateral ratio. And if it's of high risk or of low risk, to help them, okay, let me invest or let me not invest. My dashboard is meant to let them know that. That will be it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Over to you, sir. Mr. Nathan.
Hello. This is really exciting. It's always great to see dashboards and data that looked at credit and RWA protocols. I was wondering, with your risk score, is it mainly on-chain data that you're looking at, or are you also looking at any off-chain data metrics?
Okay, so that was where the issue started because I thought I could track both the off-chain data and the on-chain data. So it was trying to get information for the off-chain that took a lot of my time and messed most of my code up. I wasn't actually even able to get it at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So there's a company called Accountable. And what Accountable does is it allows RWA and credit players to provide documents relating to the asset that they're tokenizing without actually releasing all the details. They're able to, through zero knowledge proof, show certain levels that are important, such as liquidity health, through the asset sheets, and also the collateral, the value of the collateral that's being used. And so there are like quite important off-chain data metrics that's necessary to do this to the level that you want to do this. But this is already a really good start on the off-chain data. The getting that on the on-chain data, sorry, getting that off-chain data requires relationships with the teams to be able to do so effectively. So this will get you, let's say, 60 to 70% there. But if you want that 90 to 100%, it does require some level of business development as well.
Okay, thank you very much. But aside having a relationship with the team, to get the off-chain data, do you have any idea of any other means I could get it up?
Yeah, I would definitely, maybe to getting it to 80%, you could use some data from rwa.xyz as well.
Okay.
So rwa.xyz is another data dashboard for RWAs. And maybe the pools that you're looking for, they'll already have some of those data there.
Okay, I'll definitely look at that. Thank you very much.
No worries. It's good work. It's really good work.
Thank you, Victory. Emmanuel, are you ready? Emmanuel, fine. Emmanuel, you fine. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you ready to present now?
Yes, please.
All right. 3 minutes, please.
All right, please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see it.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Ifeanyiwone. I'm fortunate to be part of Cohort 2 Python and Analytic Sages program. So at the end of intensive training, 8-week intensive training, so I was assigned to build a project. So the project is a stable guide. So what is the problem behind this project? So stablecoin has been critical infrastructure in today's crypto market. Why? Because billions of dollars are depend on crypto on stable coins, basically. So as we can see clearly today that transaction volumes, market activities actually hovers around stable coins. So when we look back to history, basically, um, around May 2022, something happened around stablecoin whereby we had Terra USDT collapse basically. So since then, stablecoin has been affected in the sense that it has pushed in some fears when interacting when transaction, because we can't most of the transactions today were carried via stablecoin. So why do we solve this? What are we bringing to the table? What gap are we solving? So that is why I built this project basically. So which is called a stable guide. It's an intelligent and monitoring platform designed to detect early signs to stablecoin instability before a catastrophic failure occur basically. So it's a signal whereby it's going to signal if there's anything going on in the market, basically via bonds and mint liquidity instability. So it gets to notify market participants. So, and when you talk about the attack, basically, attack does not segregate everybody. It affects both traders, both analysts, risk managers, and institutions. So that is why I extended this project to all different facets of market participants. So this dashboard you are seeing now is basically the trader dashboard. So trader dashboard, every trader would like to understand what is happening in this stable coin. So you're able not to actually interfere or do anything that has to do with the stable coin that has risk. involve it. So this dashboard is basically, you can see this dashboard, you can see the highest risk about 32%, and this 32% is basically USDT. So it actually monitors the liquidity, right? The liquidity mismatch,
We have
the
30
liquidity
seconds
inefficiency.
remaining.
Then also look at the mint and bond and ARB, basically. So this intelligence actually combine this and now signal the market participant to know the next thing to do, basically. So if you look at this, so this capture the risk. These are active alerts. These alerts is actually every 5 minutes. This project sends alerts to everybody who subscribe, notifying you which stable coins that are risky and which one that will stay away from, basically. So you can see this is a rate time, this is 7%, update is 7%, 7 p.m. now. And this is the alert so far, alert being sent to inbox so far, basically. Now we'll move on to analyst tab, basically. So
Simon.
all right. Okay. So look at this, the analyst tab. So analyst basically to analyze, okay, which stable coins actually have the more risk, like USDT. So this is it basically. So you can actually navigate and choose the one that you want to actually look at. So risk management as well. So this management actually is for risk portfolio managers, basically, whereby they're able to score a stable coin who has more risk coming to them, right? So, and if you look at it, basically, if you look at the risk score distribution, USDT, USDC, and the like, basically. So this is the health, this is the stable coins to watch and to stay away from now, according to risk managers, basically.
Thank
So
you,
these
Emmanuel.
institutions. All right.
Mr. Nathan, over to you, sir.
Hey, this is a really, really exciting area to look into. I wonder what was the main reason that drew you to looking at stablecoin data?
Okay, so yeah, the main reason is because what happened around 2022 around Terra USDT collapse, basically. Just like I said earlier, it has posed a lot of fear in the market, whereby people tend to lose some amount of money. But with this intelligence now, this intelligence tends to notify market participants a possible risk which is coming before it actually get to happen, basically. That is why the intelligence actually scan the mint and bonds and now wait with liquidity discrepancy and ARB and now notify market participants.
Yes, that's really great. So it's more about security rather than the yield side of things.
Yes, please.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I think two of them can coexist, like, and actually understanding the yield side of things as well. But obviously, because for most of the stable coin users, they're just going to use USDC and USDT, right? They just innately trust them. And so the only other reason for using other stable coins is mainly not for payment, but it's for yield, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. Because if you look at the analysis dashboard, let me see. So if you look at this is score, basically. So this score actually tells us, the discrepancy between the measure the deviation between what a particular stable coin is doing now from its historical value, basically. So if you look at the DAI, for example, that is telling us that there is a lot of lesser volume coming, less activities around it, basically. So it means that the yield around it and the risk is a bit lesser. So when investors or when traders actually carry activities around the DAI, basically, it means that the yield tends to be high because there is a relationship between the yield and risk, basically.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, very, very, very good. I think there's maybe other ways of sharing the data a little bit more visually pleasing, but the results are very interesting, and it'll be good to know the formula that you use, or like if you don't want to share the formula, just explain how you did the calculations. But otherwise, really, really good work. I'm sure you've heard of Stable Watch as well, right?
Yes, yes, please.
Amazing. Yeah. If you're able to find a USP there, from stable watch, that's going to be where your angle is. So yeah, like turning this from a solid idea and products into a business is finding what your wedge is in the market. And so that's what I'll say.
Thank you. Next up, we have Daniel.
Sorry, I didn't get
Daniel.
that. Sorry, you asked me a question.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Please, can you come? I didn't get it. I didn't get that part.
Please, just can you please speak again? He said whether you are asking a question. I don't think he's asking a question.
Please, can you kind of literate in the question? I didn't get the question clearly.
I didn't get it also, so that's why.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next on we have Daniel. Can you hear me? Is Daniel here? Daniel, can you hear me? If you can hear me, you can start your presentation. Daniel, can you hear me? If you are not here, we will continue with our slides. I think Daniel is not here, so I think we will continue our next thing. So thank you everyone for joining, and we would like to thank all the judges for joining us also. We would like to tell everyone to join our Telegram. So next month, first week on June 6th, there will be a program happening on Telegram. So you guys will be joining us on Telegram. And after this, I would like to tell you to join our Python Cohort 3 waitlist if you would like to be able to learn how to do what the students just did. Register using the registration link for those interested in learning SQL in blockchain analytics. You can also join our future cohort waitlist by registering using the link. And our June community call, that is on Saturday, June 6, 2026 at 5 p.m. UTC +1. That is 6 p.m. WAT time on Telegram. So please do join our Telegram and please come connect, play the quizzes, and celebrate the wins. And also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. And if you haven't joined our Telegram community yet, the link is in the comment section. Now let me say thank you to our judges. Thank you for your time and thoughtful questions. And also thank you to our students. You work hard. You should be proud. You are our Python data analyst. And also thank you to our TS and TA volunteers, and you made this. Thank you for making this possible. And also thank you for everyone for watching. Thank you for being here. And yeah, this is what community looks like. So yeah, thank you. Like, subscribe, share, and see you at the June community call on the 6th June. Good night, everyone. We'll end our live session today. Thank you.